Hey guys, welcome back to From the Depths. Last time we built this thing over here. The ship itself is pretty much the same as it was from last time. I only made a few changes. First of all, I made slopes over here on the front and back propellers. I already sloped the middle one, but I thought it would look better if I had slopes all around. I also changed the center turret a little bit, so it is now 270 gauge instead of like 125. So it fires really slow, but it should be a little bit more powerful than it was before, and it fires HE shells as well. And the final change I made, which was actually something I heard in the comments, was I added the emergency ejection diffuse to the shells. So I have the ammo ejectors on all my turrets, but I forgot to add that thing, the emergency ejection diffuse thing. Is because what this module does is it ejects the ammo, but it also diffuses it, so they get ejected, but they don't explode anymore. So the ammo ejectors are pretty much useless, like unless you're, I don't know, in an open space or if you have this module. So now I remember my ship exploded a few times during combat last time, but now I don't think it should explode at all since all my shells have that module now. So I think that was all the changes. So we should actually just get back into the building for this episode. Yeah, so let's just get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to build today is going to be a fortress. So we built our starter vessel, like our starter ship. That's going to be like what we send into battle. But we also need a fortress of some sort to kind of like collect resources. So I feel like it doesn't need to be anything special, but at the same time, I don't want it to look too bad or anything. Let's just start off with the center thing. It's gonna be like a similar hat to the ship I built. A little bit different, but similar. To be honest, maybe it just takes time for me to get used to keyboard building, but this doesn't really seem to be much faster than, or doesn't really seem to be any faster than what I usually do. Not that it's slower. It's definitely not slower or anything, but it doesn't seem to be that big a deal. I don't know what the big fuss is about. I'm gonna make this look similar to the center's outpost. That's kind of the goal. So let's get a side-by-side comparison real quick. Okay, that's not as side-by-side as I wanted, but it seems like the center's outpost is just kind of got turrets around it, so I'll add some turrets. These look like cram cannons, so I guess I'll do the same. But it looks like it needs material storage. It kind of like adds on a layer, puts material storage. It needs fuel, puts fuel there. It needs what's in this thing. AI needs an AI room, just adds an AI room. So it seems like whatever component it needs, it just kind of like branches off of the main structure. So I guess I'm going to do the exact same thing. I think starting with the engine room. Is this the engine room here? Well, that's, oh, interesting. It uses, sorry, it's so bright in here, but it has the AI right there. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, it seems like, yeah, you got little houses like this that kind of branch off, and then that's the room you get. So, oh, I might need to do something like that actually. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so it looks like I've got like the main mining area set up pretty nicely. I may do some changes to it later, but for now, I think it'll do. I think next I want to build maybe just an engine room or something. I don't know, I think I'm just gonna start branching off different buildings and then adding different rooms or something. That kind of seems to be the style, so yeah, let me just build something. You know, building this now, this has gotta be one of the worst defended engine rooms I've ever made in From the Depths. Like this is pretty bad. Like it's literally, I've got 4 Ecomax engines, which is an advanced cannon. This thing's blown to smithereens. So let's just hope they don't like engines. I mean, let's hope they like engines. If they don't like engines, we're in trouble. Perfect. That looks beautiful, right? Am I not like the best builder ever? I mean, it must be if I'm able to build something as magnificent as this thing here. This is like an abomination. Okay, just, you know, it's okay. It's okay. It's just like a Minecraft house. It's awesome. You know, at this point in time, like it's already weak enough that I'm just gonna put windows here. Like at this point, like it's already one good shot, it's already dead. So there we go. Got little smokestacks at the top as well, which I think is a nice little touch. So there's like an engine room. That's pretty nice. I guess we should get some turrets going. You know, it's important to remember, I'm not just building these just for fun. I mean, first of all, yes, I am trying to challenge myself by building like the faction I'm playing as. But at the same time, like I have to remember, I'm trying to win the campaign as well, you know? I'm not just trying to like build like the faction I'm pretending to be. I'm just trying to actually defeat another faction. So while it's cool and all that I'm building like the faction, I have to remember I also have to build something that's good enough to beat the Onyx Watch. And you know, not that the Onyx Watch is like some deadly faction or anything. It's the second easiest. It's just like they're still better than, like, they're not terrible, you know? Like they can do some damage. So I just gotta keep that in mind while I'm building all these things. I'm also gonna need to do some redesigning because these turrets are way too close together. It's way too cluttered. There we go. I think that actually looks decent. Not perfect, but it's not bad. Kind of blends in okay. Could be a little bit better, but it's also like adds actually more defense for the engine room. So that's nice as well. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I might be able to copy and paste this exact same thing on the other side as well. So that should look pretty good. I'm actually liking how this is turning out so far. This is good. I do need to figure out how to make a cram cannon again. Oh my god, this is all different. It looks... okay. What? No, it's the same stuff, different textures. Oh, I hope that's... oh, please don't tell me I have to relearn how to make cram cannons. Oh no. Oh my god. I don't feel like relearning cram cannons right now. Dear god. Okay. Whatever. Let's get a turret down. Let's get a 3-axis turret down. No particular reason. I just kind of want something a little bit bigger than usual. So if I remember correctly, oh, I don't remember anything. Jeez. You know what? Maybe I need to look up a tutorial. Okay, so I've just pretty much finished up a basic cram cannon. So it uses like a pretty basic Tetris for 5x5 area. It's got 5 pellets and I believe, what is that? Like 9 packers or something, and then 4 connectors. So it's just that kind of copied up. And let's give it a test against the Marauder. It's also a mixture of hardener pellets and HE rounds. So let's just see how it goes. Okay, I thought we were gonna miss for a second, but there you go. Does some damage. I think it's pretty decent. I mean, it could be better, but you know, this is... I think it's about 5,000 materials, which isn't bad. Could be better though. So, but yeah, I'm totally happy with the damage. There's gonna be 4 of these, so yeah, should be good. Okay, so again, this isn't gonna be like, I'm not gonna replace the main fortress we get. This is just gonna be what I plop down in resource zones. So it probably doesn't need to be as big as I'm making it, but it should be fine. You know, I actually just came up with a pretty good idea for how to name some of my ships. Because the way I'm building is I'm building my fortresses, my airships, whatever I'm building, it's going to be based off of something from the Deepwater Guard. So it's going to end up looking like something from it, no matter what I build. So I think in terms of naming, it could be kind of funny to just name, for example, I can name this the Winner's Outpost or something. You know, just like a slight change from the Sinner's Outpost. And for like the ship I built, maybe I could name it like the Matlas instead of like the Atlas. I don't know. I think that's a funny idea. Let me guys know what you think. Actually, I might go with that though, no matter what you guys think. So let me know anyway. But yeah, this, like, just imagine it's the Winner's Outpost. I think that's perfect. It looks a little weird, so don't worry about it. It's okay. It gets the job done. There we go. Yeah, that's good. I might actually want to add some detection at the top, but that can wait for later. So there we go. I got the cannons built up. Now let's just get to some of the more... I mean, I'm going to build 2 more cannons. How expensive is this? This is already kind of pricey, if I'm being honest. I might not build any more cannons. I might just leave it with 2. That should be okay, right? Because if this is going to be the thing I put on different resource zones, there's really no reason for it to be like that expensive at all. So I might just leave it with 2. And you know what? Since this thing probably will never actually see like real combat, I'm just gonna like put a box around this this AI right here, and then just call it a day. Bam, perfect. Let's get this ammo storage. Let's get this thing out of the way. I guess that's done, if I'm being honest. To be honest, I had bigger plans for this until I realized this will probably never see combat. I mean, or at least, or if it does, I'm screwed anyway. So, I got the cram cannons. Let's spawn in the Sinner's Outpost. Oh, I need some ammo. Ooh, I don't even. There's never a good spot to put ammo. Let me just like stuff it down here in like a metal box or something. This is probably a terrible spot to put ammo because it's right under the AI. At the same time, I don't feel like changing it right now. You know what I mean? It'll be fine, it'll be fine. I'm a professional. It's shocking that I actually almost have 1,000 hours in this game. Not quite, but almost. And I feel like I still do things all the wrong way. It just takes too long, you know? I think it might be kind of fun to see this go against the Sinner's Outpost. I think we're gonna lose. Sinner's Outpost is actually pretty decent, so let's move this back a little. Oh, I need detection. Detection, that's important. Okay, and Sinner's Outpost. Destroy us. Are we cheaper than the Sinner's Outpost? So that's the question. We are. We cost about half as much. This is bad camera work. Well, our cam cannons did some good damage right away, which is nice. Their weapons are so weak that they have damaged the engines but haven't gotten through yet. I forgot to add an AI there, so let me just do that real quick. Ah, there we go. That worked out. These cam cannons are good, actually. I might, I'm actually looking forward to building more cam cannons. I don't know, I watched a Borderwise tutorial, so I'm sure everybody watching this has heard of him, because why would you be watching me if you don't know who Borderwise is? Because he has much more subscribers than I am, and he's been recording probably that was much longer than I have. But just in case you haven't, check him out. So we have the Winner's Outpost and the Matless. This is like my ships are gonna be like the off-brand Deepwater Guard. You know, I don't know, just like if you ever been to like Dollar Tree, they have all these different foods that's just like off-brand versions of the actual thing. We're like the cheap off-brand version of the Deepwater Guard. You know, we're not like legit, but you know, we taste pretty much the same, and we're a bit cheaper. So that's us. Yeah, I could have spent more time on this thing, but why bother? I need one more vehicle, like a cargo vehicle. If I'm being honest, I'll probably just I'll probably just like disarm one of the Matlesses and then add like cargo containers onto it, because cargo vehicles again, like there's really no point in spending that much time in one to make it look so nice, because you're not gonna see it. Like, you're never gonna see it. So you know what, guys? You know, forget that. Forget what I'm saying. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I took another look at this thing, and it just doesn't look good. Does tearing down all my hard work make a whole lot of sense? No, not really. But will it make my ship stronger? Also, no. But at the same time, if I get into an actual battle, I don't want to I want to go down in style, right? So if I'm gonna lose a battle anyway, might as well have my ship, fortress, tower, whatever, I might as well have it look good. So I'm probably gonna make slight changes to the cam cannons. I still want this thing to be cheap. It definitely needs to be cheaper than the Matless. Probably not super cheap or anything, but I need slightly smaller cam cannons, and I want to have a third one. Definitely a third, maybe a fourth. I need a proper AI room. I need proper storage systems. I need to get I just need to make this thing look a whole lot better in every way. Okay, I'm kind of redoing the shape a little bit, so I decided screw the whole the Deepwater Guard. They're all their fortresses, all their ships, they're all I don't want to use asymmetrical. I don't think that's the right word, but they're not symmetrical. So I can't do that. I can't build like that. That's just not my style. I think it's fair enough that if I use the right materials and I use the right weapon types and everything, I don't need to worry about building everything not symmetrical, as long as it seems like it could be in the Deepwater Guard's fleet. So my plan is, so these aren't final, this is just so I can get the general shape right. So I'm gonna have 4 turrets. I copy and pasted one here just so I couldn't forget the design, but I think I'm gonna make each of the cam cannons maybe thinner, a little bit shorter, and then these here are gonna be bridges in the center, and then I'm gonna put the AI room over here, and then I think I'll come up with something creative for where I should put the different ammo and stuff. For now it's still under here, but I'm definitely gonna change that. So things are looking better. I like the look of this a lot more than it was before. I've gotta say, this may not be the most protected tower in the world, but this is miles better than this thing. Yeah, I don't know. like I was actually gonna end off the video where I was like sort of heading towards a conclusion earlier, but it just felt wrong, you know. Does this turn? Oh, it does turn. Okay, so this is did I do the exact same mistake I did last time? There we go, much better. Okay, is it fire? Fire's okay. Yeah, shell's gone, rotates all the way around. Perfect. This turret is done. Next I just need to install this thing on all 4 corners. Let's get the final cost actually. Still 5,000. No way, this can't be the same cost as this thing. How much is this one? 7,000. Okay. So okay, it is cheaper. So this is about 2,000 materials cheaper than the old turret. It looks way better. And since it's cheaper, I think we should be okay to add a few more onto the final structure. So with the turret out of the way, I just need to put it on all the corners, and then we can get started on something else. You know, another thing about this this build is like I think I want to make it so like everything is accessible. Like I want to be able to walk around everywhere. I feel like I don't do that enough in my builds, so I think it might be a good thing to do for this one. So I hope you like. It'll flesh out in a second, but the idea is I'm gonna have like one thing my other design was missing was depth. So hopefully I can add some varying heights in this build. That way things look a little bit better. So I think that should work. We'll see. Yeah, I think that, yeah, I hope you can kind of see what I had in mind here. Different walkways coming up. I'm not gonna go crazy with the decorations. Like I definitely want this to be better than what I had before, but at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna add some railings. I expanded this around a little bit just so you could walk around it. But yeah, this is good. This is good. So the turret's done. What's the cost? So, like, to be honest, this is kind of expensive for a resource collector. Like this, in reality, could just be like a 5,000 material wooden platform, like in the center of a resource zone. But I don't know. This is so much cooler, and I feel like, you know what, might as well make it look good. You know, I think this is the right call. I think the way to build like the deep water guard for the most part is to sort of outline with metal and then fill in with wood for just like a basic building strategy. I mean, of course it differs a little bit depending on exactly what you're doing, but if you're looking for like a general rule, that seems to work pretty well for me. I think I'm done, and I gotta say that's pretty good, right? Okay, so final cost 33,000. A little bit over budget, but I think this looks pretty nice. So let me give you the ground tour. I'll start off with everything above ground. So first of all, we have lovely ammo decorations. This isn't the only ammo. I also put ammo in here. To be honest, I should probably put some more ammo besides like hanging off of chains, but this should still work. Of course, you know I already have the 4 turrets all along the outside. I added this adorable missile launcher. Like I feel like this is as small as you can get. Just like small missiles. Oh, I forgot to copy all of that. There we go. Very small missiles, very basic. Little turret there. I probably need an AI for... Actually, the AI might work for both. And then we have the central room. This is where the AI is located. So let's give you like a ground tour real quick. I need to like make this a little bit safer. Right now it's a bit too exposed. But okay, here's the main room. There's an upstairs. The upstairs serves no purpose at the moment. It's sort of just for looks. But you can go anywhere you want. I got railings along the outside. You can go around here. You can go on the bridge. I don't know. This is pretty nice. I'm very happy with it. I got rid of the control block because once they're going, they don't really need to stop anyway. But yeah, that's my final winner's outpost. So I will most likely just turn the what's it called? The matless. To be honest, I should probably rename that. The winner's outpost is a good name. The matless is kind of dumb, so I might change that one. But like I was saying before, like I was trying to say before, this will be the final building part. So hopefully next episode, the next video after this one that you guys see of me will be in the campaign. So stay tuned for that. I'm very excited to start the actual campaign part. I enjoy building, but it can be a little bit boring and slow at times, so hopefully the Deepwater Guard campaign is interesting. I plan on playing on very hard mode, so we'll see how that goes. I think I should do okay. But yeah, same thing. You know, there will probably be more building in the campaign because I doubt the mat list is going to be enough to stop the entire Onyx Watch. I might have called them Deepwater Guard earlier, but I doubt the mat list is going to be enough to stop like their entire fleet, especially if they send like some galley designs. Like if we like see a trebuchet, for example, I think we're just dead no matter what. I don't think anything the Deepwater Guard has or like I can build can even take out a trebuchet, just trying to spam a bunch of smaller craft. But I want to build maybe aside from a cargo ship, which I'll retrofit the mat list into a cargo ship, I want to build something using a lot of cram cannons. So I want to build a battleship similar to that of the Crossbones, because that's one of the Deepwater Guard's strongest battleships. Maybe I'll go for something like the Plunderer or Prowler as well, with like the two like floaties on the side. I think that's a cool design. Or I could go for something like I forget what it's called, Alabast or something like that. I forget what it's called. Albatross might be its actual name. Where it's like a flying ship and like shoots missiles and everything, but that thing's kind of complicated. So we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you next time.